Virtual reality is a term that gets tossed around a lot these days. But did you know that VR technology has actually been around for quite some time? In this video, we'll take you on a journey through the fascinating history of VR, highlight the key milestones that shaped its evolution, and explore how it's thriving in 2024. If you're ready to step into VR, then let's dive in. VR technology first came into existence all the way back in the 1960s. It was an era when the Beatles were topping the charts and exploring space was the dream of the future. Yet, amidst all this, a computer scientist named Ivan Sutherland and his student Bob Sproul created the first ever VR headset, called the Sword of Damocles, in 1965. And yes, it looks like a torture contraption from the movie Saw. The Sword of Damocles was huge, heavy, and had to be suspended from the ceiling to avoid breaking the user's neck. It displayed simple wireframe graphics, but for its time, it was revolutionary. Still, it was way too expensive and impractical for everyday use. Fast forward to the 1990s. VR had made some technological advancements, but it still struggled to break into the mainstream. Enter the Virtual Boy. In 1995, Nintendo launched its first ever VR headset, but it was far from the immersive experience gamers craved. The Virtual Boy displayed everything in a headache-inducing red and black color scheme, and its clunky design left users, well, less than impressed. Nintendo's Virtual Boy was a commercial flop. It seemed that VR wasn't quite ready for prime time, and for a while, the excitement around virtual reality began to fade. But things changed dramatically in the 2010s. In 2012, a little-known company called Oculus launched a Kickstarter campaign for its Rift headset. The campaign was a huge success, raising over $2.4 million. This sparked a renewed interest in VR, and soon after, major tech companies began to invest in the technology. But most importantly, the renewed interest in VR has encouraged content creators to purchase the VR headsets developed by Oculus, which finally sparked the consumer's attention. 2016 was a milestone year. The Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, and PlayStation VR were all released, bringing immersive VR experiences into the homes of millions. These headsets featured high-quality graphics, responsive tracking, and intuitive controls, making VR more engaging and realistic than ever before. This era saw the emergence of a vibrant VR gaming community, and developers began experimenting with what this technology could actually do. 3 years later, in 2019, Beat Saber was released. This game did everything right. It was easy to understand, difficult to master, motivated players to be physically active, and was available on all platforms, making it the first VR game to grab everyone's attention. 1 year later, Half-Life Alyx was released, which is still considered to be the best VR game ever. The game is rated 10 out of 10 by IGN for good reason. The graphics are truly stunning. The gun mechanics are engaging, the enemy design is exciting, and it provided the same quality found in other great non-VR games. Now let's jump ahead to 2023, and we have the Meta Quest 3. This headset is lighter, more powerful, and more affordable than its predecessors. It made wireless VR gaming even more accessible, and it's a major step forward in making VR a mainstream entertainment platform. Fast forward to 2024, and we see even more amazing games being released. Batman Arkham Shadow is a VR game where you fully become the Dark Knight. There is no greater feeling than punching thugs, countering their attacks, outsmarting them with your gadgets, and gliding through Gotham City by grabbing your cape. For the horror enthusiasts, Alien Rogue Incursion will release later this year, a game that will trap you in a spaceship with terrifying xenomorphs and challenge you to escape. VR is also making waves beyond the world of gaming. In education, VR is being used to give students virtual field trips to far-off places or even historical events. In healthcare, surgeons use VR simulations to practice complex procedures, and in corporate training, employees can undergo realistic simulations to learn new skills safely. VR has come a long way since the 1960s. and its journey is only getting started. It's a technology that has the potential to change how we interact with the world, both for entertainment and beyond. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the future of VR, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, let's get gaming.